Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. Right, just gonna kick this one off the bat straight away. Yesterday we touched upon Henry Cavill and Superman and the some of the demands that he was supposedly going after. So it was a producer credit, he wanted script and director approval, and he also wanted a salary increase. Anyway, so today, well actually it was last night, about 2 hours after the video went live, Cavill's team actually responded to Collider as they actually they wanted to get out to see what's actually going on. But Cavill's team has called it patently inaccurate and there's no truth to this whatsoever. So Cavill isn't making any of those demands in regards to his next Superman film. Which is quite interesting, see, because this week, well, the last week I would say, there's been a ton of Superman and Henry Cavill news. It's almost like something is brewing, and something is going to come out and tell us what's happening, you know, and brand new movies coming, Henry Cavill is Superman, and all this stuff. Like I say, obviously, with a star like Cavill, you know, he is already attached to the role. He's established himself as the character in 3 films. Fair enough. You know, they haven't exactly been Superman or Superman 2 levels of good, but Man of Steel was good. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Loved Batman vs Superman. Did not like Justice League, though. But Justice League was a bit meh. But, so it does make sense for him to have some kind of input in these decisions. But obviously he is already Superman, so one of the 3 most important characters in DC Comics history. Not in just in DC Comics, in all of comics. He was categorically probably the first superhero. Well, his name's Superman, come on, you know. It's new, so it's likely he will have at least discussions with Warner Brothers and DC about who will direct the next film, if it moves forward at all. So we just want him to get into the role, bring back Superman, bring him back to what he is, the big boy, you know, big blue Boy Scout, and just to tear up Metropolis again. You know, it's a lot of films these days, well, a lot of superhero films now, it's the end of the world or whatever. Why can't we just have a little established film which is just about certain people in the city? I'd love it. Just, you know, make it simple. You know, Superman's got to save someone, or this is going to happen in the city. That's it. None of this, oh my god, it's the end of the world nonsense. Moving on, so we've had recently on the web about the brand new Star Wars Episode 9, which is aimed for release in December of this year, which I am looking forward to it, but I'm not really a big fan of The Last Jedi. It actually threw me off the trilogy, and I was a bit pissed off really with Rian Johnson, because you could see Abrams, he laid a foundation in the first film. He went with brilliant, fair enough, it was basically a rehash of A New Hope. However, he laid a foundation which could go well. You know, he brought in interesting and new characters, which Johnson just killed off straight away and with no plausibility or nothing. Look what he done to Snoke. That could have been a badass villain. But no, Rian Johnson just went, oh, you know what, I'll just cut him in half. Anyway, the title for Episode 9 is it's been floating around on the web the last couple of days with someone over on Reddit who actually posted one who said he actually received it from the code found on StarWars.com, and supposedly the title is showing as A Balance of the Force. For this, no one has actually been able to substantiate the title or leak as real, and I believe it to be a fan Photoshop, which I do myself. That's what I think. You know, the title is the most common one which is out there at the moment, because Rey is actually not sure what she's doing, and obviously Kylo will probably bring them together, and you saw a whole take my hand, I can teach you and all this stuff in The Last Jedi. However, Balance of the Force is actually a title of a pinball game that's been around for quite some time, which makes it wonder that, you know, it won't be used. However, there was a title that was considered for episode 7 before The Force Awakens was chosen, was actually a Legends novel and from the expanded universe. So that's, I don't think it's kind of out of bounds. But here's a bit of trivia for you though. Star Wars The Last Jedi was originally the title of a 1981 Star Wars comic book. Right, so I can't see a lot of other titles being used. Obviously, Balance of the Force is a good one. It's a bit weird if you think, they're going to try and go with, like, obviously you had Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. What's this one going to be, It's all good. However, it's normally around 11 to 12 months before the film is actually released of when we receive the title. However, with it being February now, we've only got about 9, maybe 10 months. So yeah, we've got 10.5 months until we actually see it. So we need to think and wait for this. And just a quick look here, and so obviously, going through the titles of the past one, The Force Awakens was revealed on November 6th, 2014, which, fair enough, it was a year and a month before the film was set to release. But that happened because it was upon the completion of the film. Star Wars The Last Jedi was revealed on January 23rd, 2017, which was a little less than 11 months before the film was set to hit theatres. And that reveal came 6 months after Rian Johnson wrapped principal photography. But then you had the spin-offs, which, again, they happen to have a bit of a weird mix. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, was revealed during a Disney investor meeting on March 12th. 2015, 5 months before the film even began principal photography. And Solo, Star Wars Story, was released online featuring director Ron Howard on October 17th. And he filmed that as the production had wrapped his reshoot on the film, which, so that was October, So his was around 6 to 7 months before the film came out. So we may see it around May, or we may be able to see it around April. But I'm hoping that we get to see it soon, and we can all speculate what it's going to be. And to end on a sad note, World War II Z, or World War Z2, whatever you want to call it, has been cancelled. I am absolutely devastated with this because I thought it was absolutely incredible, the first one. I loved it to bits. And we had David Fincher lined up for it, so obviously Brad Pitt was coming to return. But it's just constant delays, and Paramount have said no. Paramount simply dragged their heels at one point, eyeing a 2018 or 2019 summer release date, but they haven't actually done anything for it. It was meant to film this year, actually, in June, down in Atlanta, but they've kicked it to the curb and got rid of it. It doesn't say why, but most likely due to budget concerns. Obviously the first one, 190 million to make, and I think it cost something like 60 or 70 million extra just to refilm the entire third act. So that's kind of sucks that it's gone, but hey, we still got Mindhunter on Netflix. David Fincher's going to be doing that, and we got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt this year. So all is well with them. And that is all for today, so thank you for clicking on the channel, and hope to see you soon with some more movie news. Bye bye.